It is what it is. If it gets me to a point, if it gets me to a point where, I have a chance to win for the next 5 years, which I would say, the Broncos have a chance to win. The Broncos have a chance to win. And that's all you can ask. If I sat here and said to you right now, who's got a better chance of getting to the Super Bowl? Is it the Broncos or the Steelers? I don't know anybody would say, oh, definitely the Steelers because they got a quarterback. And the same thing with Broncos or the Seahawks. Again, I don't care if 4 years from now or 5 years from now, they have a little void in their roster because they couldn't get, they didn't have their first and second rounders for 2 years in a row. Well, who cares? As a fan, I just want to see my team win this year and get better this year. And I think that we have all been sold a bill of goods by these owners and by everybody else and by the people that are shills for these general managers and owners. We've been sold a bill of goods that somehow we're supposed to just be excited about draft picks. I don't care. It's the same thing with the Pirates. I say it all the time. Show me a trophy for having, we have the most guys in the Baseball America Top 100. Oh, well, hell, hey, they give out trophies for that. Who cares? It's not the first time it's happened with the Pirates either. There have been, stretches even in the 90s. There's a couple of times in the 90s they had 8 or 9 guys in the top 100. And, these guys, look at the names of their top 100 guys. They didn't turn into anything for the most part. So to me, it's the same thing with draft picks. It's not to say you just throw away draft picks. It's not to say that you get rid of them. But you know what? This idea that you've got to hold on to them like they're gold, I think that's an antiquated way to look at it in the NFL. I do. I just think that you have to be, really understand that you can get good in a hurry nowadays. You can get good in a hurry. And I think that's something that is missing from all of the discussions when people are trying to compare, well, did Seattle win or did the Broncos win? I'm sorry. Which team would you say right now, sitting here right now, which team, if you had to put money on this team between the Broncos and the Seahawks, this team is going to get to the Super Bowl next year, which team, who do you like better? Okay, the Broncos. Well, that's only a short-term thing. Well, you know what? As a fan, that's all I care about. Why do you care about 6 years down the road? Oh, well, yeah, I mean, we're going to have the best. We're going to have 7 draft choices, 7 first and second round draft choices over the next 3 years. We're on our way, baby. Who cares? To me, you get your quarterback. And that's why I always say, with the Steelers, the only guy left on the market that I would have any interest in for them is probably Deshaun Watson. Well, you can't make a trade for him. Why not? On Friday, on Friday, he's got his legal stuff, I guess, is all going to get, he's coming into court and we'll see what happens. But if it gets to a point where, it looks like he's going to be able to play with a 4-game suspension or something, because he's already sat out a year. Let's not forget about that. If it gets to that point where it looks like he is, going to be cleared, the NFL is going to allow him to play this year, and you think, okay, he's going to have a 4-game suspension. Okay, you got to go get him if you're the Steelers. And I know that, Jerry Dulac has said they have no interest in him. I mean, I get it from a standpoint of, the public perception and all that other stuff, but you signed Michael Vick. You signed Michael Vick. It's the end of that deal for me. You signed Michael Vick. So, why can't you sign Deshaun Watson? And again, I was somebody who thought Michael Vick should have got a second chance. And I still think he should have got a second chance, and he did. And he made the most of it. There's no question about it. He actually should be the biggest argument for why you should take a shot at a guy like Deshaun Watson. Because Michael Vick has turned into a really good human being in a lot of ways, and he's made, amends for all of the things he did wrong. He's a guy that raised money for the Humane Society. He's a guy that's rescued a lot of dogs. He's a guy who brought a lot of awareness to the dog fighting thing. And he paid all of his debts. He did a million things the right way. So, whatever comes of this Deshaun Watson stuff, if he's, a guy who, it comes out that, whatever comes out of this whole thing, you take a shot at him, you say, hey, you're going to make amends and you're going to do the best you can do to become a better citizen, go from there. You're not running, you're not running a monastery here. You're trying to win football games. And if the guy is available to play and is okay to play from the standpoint of his legal stuff is behind him and all the other stuff and, whatever, I don't know, man. I know a lot of people say, well, you can't sign him because, well, again, you have to give guys a chance. You have to give them a chance. Period. And that's, I know that's not a very popular opinion all the time. I think you have to give guys a second chance, and especially a guy like Deshaun Watson who can help you win. But my point is, okay, let's say that the Steelers decide they don't want to go that direction, or the guy can't play. I get it. Whatever. If you're telling me that you're not bringing that guy in, I don't know that I'm really all that excited about any other name you're going to give me. To be honest. To be brutally honest, I don't think I'm that excited about any other name you're going to give me. So, Teddy Bridgewater comes in. You know what? Okay, good. Maybe he's a little upgrade over Mason Rudolph, but the end of the day, you look at what the Broncos did. They looked around the landscape and they knew they needed to go get the best quarterback out there.